gentlemen, Dr. Slobodan Mizdrak, physicist from Zagreb.
My name is Slobodan Mizdrak. I come from Croatia. I have a few degrees in electro engineering, in physics and information technology. I am the scientist who is working on field. So I'm not the one who is working only on laboratories, labs, controlled environment. No, I came here on site and you will see a lot of photographs, a lot of work, even hard work. So I will talk about the last results, which was experiment in April this year. So I will start with just explanation how we done it. It was necessary to ensure scientific methods or approach. It means formulating a problem, observation and experiment, as you can see, interpretation, then testing the interpretation, and the most important, all other scientists who will come here must do it, must see the same results. Otherwise, it is not scientific. Here is the beginning. The main idea of the experiment was to find out what is going on the top of the pyramid. We found electromagnetic fields, we found ultrasounds repeatedly, both from many sites, from many other scientists, from other countries, with different instruments, so we know something exists. The goal of experiment is to find out what it is. Thank you. So, the one way is to push somehow pyramid to react on our signal and to make a bigger signal back. You can see here the main device here. It's a generator of signal. We made it repeatedly from 23 to 35, I think, kilohertz. Then amplify to both devices for electromagnetic and ultrasound. So the main signal from us is going down from the top of the pyramid to the bottom. And after that, we start to record both of signals, what is happening. The reaction we expected is to have some interference between signal we sent and the signal we found before on the top of the pyramid. When that reaction comes, it will be interference between them, and it will be much bigger and easier to make triangulation. I will explain later what does it mean, triangulation. So, lot of equipment, 3 of cameras, 4 of cameras, a lot of computers, I think 9 or 10, 2 of servers, special devices to communicate between the top and the hotel. A lot of people just to be there to help us and to witness what we are doing. Everything was recorded, all data, it means video, sound, and data produced by recorders on the top of the hill. Sometimes I will say hill, sometimes I will say top of the pyramid, just for everyone to be explained that's top of Bosnia pyramid of the sun. Triangulation, that's a method we use commonly by satellite navigation and by our mobile phones. Everybody can know where he is now. Why? Because if you have three at least, but with 4 satellites, you will find your place in 5-meter diameter from, let's say, 35 kilometers distance to the satellites. Our sensors, that is a strict position, how I made that sensors. You can see here C, it's plate, it's nominal value, it's a place opposite to the pyramid. You can see here 4 different sensors on different distance from the center and different level. This one is 1.11 meters up, this one half of meter down. This one was on the level of C. It was necessary to do it in that way. I will explain a bit later why necessary to do it on other levels. Here you can see the last NATO made map. That's our pyramid. That's the place where we found initially electromagnetic and ultrasounds, and that's the place where we put our sensors. Now I'm talking about sensors for reading. Okay, now better to say. Sensors for ultrasound, professional one, XRM20, sensors for electromagnetic, professional one, I made it, and trust me, it's almost 15 days for all of them. This is antenna for transmitting signal. So, as I explained from the beginning, okay, we send a signal down to the pyramid. And after that, we are listening what is happening on our sensors. It was planned to be 48 hours, but it is not possible, you know, this is Bosnia. You cannot plan everything here because of lack of gas, and we didn't have enough power to finish 48 hours, but we finished 39 hours, but it was enough. The last one here is data collector, the data recorder. You can see how it is connected to our sensors. Other equipment, as I said, a lot of computers, laptops, a lot of recording. This one is Marantz for recording in tunnels. This is also in tunnels because we have to we must connect it, and we connected the Marantz through all the tunnels to the garbage outside the tunnel. You know that woody one. There was also a computer recording what is happening there, just in case to not lose any data. And it was really important to have all data. I will also explain later why. Here is the checking of our DD device. It's a digital device which produce, and this is in oscilloscope. is not possible to see properly. It is sinusoid descent. Here is amplifiers. Here is, let's say, rack. It means our main point. Cameras. 3 normal camera. As I said, normal, it means fully professional camera, I think 4,500 euros each. And 1 special camera, which can be directed wherever you wish. And this camera can see deep in night because of infrared device. So during the night, everything was visible for us. Power. Okay, now I will not say about horsepower, because these people carry something which has a lot of horsepower. 2000 amperes, power generator for classical 220 volts. A lot of, it seems so small, but when I carry it, it was really bad. I think some about 10 kilos for each of accus. Wires and wires. So much of wires. Our colleague, he is a technician, he said some about 10 kilometers of wires. So we needed 12 hours to install. When I said we, it means 16 people. And also we need twice to go up and down because of equipment. Really heavy equipment. You can see many things. It's computer stuff to be connected with others and so on. Here is another data collector. Here is another accumulator. Here is trans-receiving devices. So whatever we done there on the up of the pyramid, everything was visible in the hotel by 4 cameras. This is the site during work. You can see, oops, first 2 of cameras, second camera. This is the one for night. This is the second. This is the third. So 3 normal camera and 1 for night. And a lot of people just going up and down, where to connect this, what to do with this, and so on. 12 hours of really hard work. Last checking. I was there last one. Just 2 minutes of checking what is happening there. Is everything right? Is everything ready? And to cover all equipment with that plastic stuff. You know why? It was windy, it was cold, immediately sunny, and then again cold, windy, and rain, a lot of rain. So it was not enough to be really hard to go up there, just to take the stuff with you, but also you have to be wet. But okay, we succeed somehow. Okay, first test before start, everyone was behind me, not because we are afraid of explosion, come on, no, definitely not. Okay, I will explain it why. All electronic equipment we have with us, so it means my mobile phone, my camera, whatever, can interfere with the results. That's the main reason why it has to be empty. And even our protector, Dr. Ricardo somewhere, he was there for 2 days and 2 nights, of course. Did not have nothing of equipment which can interfere with the signals. So, our first look, you can see me there, I was surprised. Expectation was, let's say, 1.1 volt to all of sensors, but it was more than 3 volts, just going up and down. A lot of data and nothing to be explained on site because it was first testing. Nobody knows what is happening there. You can see here how we watch on everything. Also you can see during the night, you can see outside is night, but for us it was not night. We saw everything, or everything, that there is nothing to see. But nobody was there, and that's our goal, to be alone there, only equipment, nothing is interfering, because we need real data. Here, these sensors, readings, you can see on our laptops. For each of sensor we have one color, even the lila one, I like that lila one. 2 graphs, one for electromagnetic and one for ultrasound. The first morning we were all here, short briefing explaining to all others what we are doing, because a lot of people, not technicians, archaeologists, geologists and so on, a lot of people did not understand what we are doing, so I tried to explain in my language. Here, after, let's say, 3 or 4 months, this is readings, more than 39 hours of data record. You can see here from the beginning. 100 times means 1 second. So, number from 0 till 100 means 1 second. In 1 second, what is happening? Usually nothing, zeros, but unusually every now and then, it means every few tenths of seconds. Some of readings are different. I cannot see nothing from here. I hope you can see that they are not only zeros, they are everything. Okay, I can see here in graphical mode, it means 300. So here, somewhere here must be 300. The last one, number, it's easy to divide on calculator, so it's 39 hours of record. For me, also like for you, this record doesn't mean nothing. So, using mathematical methods of triangulation and relation, I asked 3 institutions to help me. I have a lot of data. It's just a little bit less than 1 gigabyte of text file. Lot of numbers. I asked help in Institution for Statistics in Zagreb, Institution for Statistics in Belgrade, and Institution for Advanced Mathematics in Vienna, in Austria. It's not so seeable, so I cannot choke you with formulas, so I will just skip it. Results. That can I explain, especially because it's so beautiful to see. In Zagreb, immediately after I tell to my friend Professor Misic that I'm using data from Pyramid, they cut off. So that's only one what I have. And I learned something. Be quiet, don't tell nothing, just please help me with data. In Belgrade, they give me this 2-dimensional models, perfectly good. You can see here, in the center is our sensors. The readings, as you can see, come from many people. Okay, there are many sporadic pokes, but The main place is here and here, just a little bit shifted to one point. That's the first really good explanation I have. The second, 2 weeks after, it came from Vienna. It is the same. The difference between this and this is less than 0.0001%. It means 0.1 promille. That's the difference between two readings, two explanations of readings. I call it results. Also, just a little bit different view. Also, there is a bit shift from the top. Here also you can see. It's not so good graphical. Okay. Anyway, it is the same results of our data. Okay, now I will explain a bit better what that graphs means. So, this is the pyramid. Here we are. We are not on the top and not on the center. You can see a bit shifted because that's the place where we found electromagnetic measurements, first one. Distance from our sensors, so the reading said it is 244 meters down. I will say down. They said it can also be up. Oh, later I will explain why I think it is down. Shift is 410 meters, so down 2.5 kilometers and shift to 410 meters. Direction 248 degrees to the west, a bit more to the north. Okay. The possible explanation what is happening here is we know that we in tunnels have a lot of ions, negatively high-powered particles in air. In few researchers, more than 50,000 times than somewhere else. It is a lot of ions, a lot of ions. So, we don't know how much tunnels we have. We already know that we have a lot of tunnels, but who knows how much tunnels is more there and how much ions are more there. When positively ionized ions come to the top, they made with the negatively ions in the tunnels, they made electric current. That current immediately made electromagnetic wave, moving objects with ferrum and so on, also moving megaliths. They made vibration of ultrasound, and on the deep down, in 2.5 kilometers, we have a big plate, really big plate. It can be ferrum, gold, silver, electromagnetic, not absorbance. So it will put it back in this direction. The power, estimated power, is more than 10 kilowatts. Now I'm talking about science and about classical physics and about what is current, what is waves and so on. I don't mention Tesla waves only because it is still not recognized by classical science, and I'm a classical scientist. So that's enough strange for me, so please don't push me. People don't like me too much. My friends, my surroundings. Okay, here we can see why the electromagnetic field is higher the density of electromagnetic field is higher when we raise our sensors up and up. So that's also one great phenomenon. You have sensor, and when you put it up, the sensor readings are higher than down, and we expect the sources down there. In classical physics, it doesn't work in that way. But now it is a bit understandable. We have here two-dimensional plate. So I will ask you to imagine everybody has satellite programs. To collect satellite programs, you need a dish, satellite dish. Just try to remember, on the top of the satellite dish, you have one arm. The dish is not antenna. That small point is arm. That's antenna on the arm. So, if we have here big plate, convex, everything is coming to that convex plate. All is focused going through our sensors, and possible, really possible, here is the maximum of energy point. Also, mathematically, that dot A is imaginary top of our hill, of our pyramid. Still strange for me, yes. Okay, that's our team. I will thank to them, I will thank to you, and I hope the next research, and we have 3 or 4 of them still on my mind, to explain tests and waves and to explain something which is on the border of classical science. That's it. Thank you all.